Welcome to Off Topic with Dennis, Pat and Cian.
Good evening.
This is the only show that runs on 100% vegetable oil, believe it or not. So our first topic is, what does 2016 hold for us now, considering, it's a new year, we need...
Well, first of all, new year, new me.
No.
Complete New Year's
You're
resolution.
going to be the same miserable individual as always. But, no, I'm talking more worldwide, phases, songs, K-pop was big a few years ago. What's next?
What's next?
Jetpacks.
Jetpacks, obviously, yeah.
Well,
that's like an obvious
of
progression.
course.
It's the new music.
Like, duh. I don't know, let's say we progress. It's gotten, like, if you've noticed, it's gotten more and more just, like, not even instruments anymore, it's just robot sounds. So I'd say, come 2020 or something like that, we'll just have, like, beeps.
Well, it's good now because if your computer is breaking, it's like, you can sell it as a record.
Okay, that's
as
deep.
an album, yeah.
I didn't think of that. But no, I'm going to have to disagree with you there. I think that's, very... You just don't understand music. You think,
Alright, that's a very bold statement.
No lyrics equals, no depth to it. But I'm going to disagree with you there. It's music that's popular now. It was big in the 90s. House music was incredibly big in the 90s, and it will progress even further.
It was also big in the 90s.
What?
Pogs. Do you remember Pogs? No, you don't.
No.
That was only a 90s thing.
Yeah, well, do you know
Pogs.
what else was big in the 90s?
What?
Tamagotchis. And they're going to make a triumphant return this year.
They're not.
They're going to make a
They're going to try and
return.
make it look like they're making a triumphant return. They're nowhere near making a
Well,
triumphant return.
personally for me, I think DJ Khaled. This man, he entered 2015, everyone's like, who's this lad? He's a big, weird DJ, never heard of him. But by the end of the year, everyone's like, yeah, DJ Khaled. For those of you who don't know, he is a famous DJ who's just talks. He's the most interesting man to listen to talk. Like, he just, his Snapchat, he just gives you the most motivational advice ever.
Can you give us a bit of DJ Khaled in you? Like, just give us a bit of advice
This is so unexpected. I don't have anything prepared. But he repeats several generic phrases that apply to my life.
Go for it.
They don't want you to eat, so you're going to eat.
Can you go into a bit more detail with that one? That
Well,
doesn't really make much sense to me.
I don't think I can
understand.
elaborate, really, because it's a bold, wild statement. Because he has said in other stories that they don't exist. They are irrelevant. So when they tell him not to eat, it doesn't affect him.
So what you're saying is, like, all of his statements connect into a big story arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if he's playing with Play-Doh?
They don't want you to play with Play-Doh.
Yeah,
So that's why he plays with Play-Doh.
Fun to play with, not to eat. And he's like, I'm going to eat that.
Yeah, I'd imagine DJ Khaled has consumed a good bit of Play-Doh in his time.
He looks like...
Just by looking at him, he's like, he had Play-Doh. There's no way he didn't.
Well,
You know what my favourite thing about DJ Khaled is, though, right?
what's that?
This is a recent story now. Did you hear about this? He got lost at sea.
Yeah. And he put on Snapchat, it was like,
He
if
did not.
anyone knows Polly, please give her a call. Tell her where we are, man.
Wait, how does this happen?
So basically, they had a jet ski party.
No, he's an avid jet ski person.
Jet ski
Enthusiast.
Jet ski enthusiast, yeah.
And basically they always go out, and he met Mike Tyson out in the water once, like totally by accident.
There's no way that was by
I
accident.
swear.
You don't, like, you're not on a jet ski, you just fly by, Mike Tyson. Oh,
Yeah,
that was cool. Anyway.
Well,
That always happens to me.
that's why I think DJ Khaled will continue from his, 2015 reign to continue through 2016. I also think, did any of you hear about this blind Bulgarian woman?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, basically, she's not just clickbait. She is a Bulgarian woman who died in the 70s. And basically, she predicted in the 70s, she predicted 9/11 years before it actually happened.
Yeah, but how did she... Do you know how she predicted it? Or
She was
No,
from the future?
I actually assume, you know, at this stage she just has ties in all.
How, like, this is the weird thing now, right? Every time there's something like this that happens, there's like a bad thing that happens, it's like, oh yeah, that old gypsy woman in the desert said that that would happen. How come we only hear about this after it happens?
Yeah. Well,
Like-
see, no one's going to go, oh, the gypsy woman said 9/11 was going to happen. Maybe we should all be careful. Still think they're just bonkers. But basically, the reason we're talking about a woman who, you know, died in the 70s is because she predicted, before she died, that in 2016, ISIS would use chemical warfare in Europe and Rome would be the capital of it. So,
how did she... Like, if people ever ask her, how do you know? Would she just goes like, just to know.
future.
Yeah, like, never, like a clear designation of how she knows what's up.
Well, personally, I believe it because she has predicted 9/11 quite clearly, you know, and quite accurately.
What did she actually say was going to happen?
9/11.
Yeah, but like...
I can't elaborate much more than that.
Did she just say 9/11 is going to happen?
There was
And then,
never,
like-
there was never a full statement. Like she didn't come out in the press and say, you know I am here.
Well, you know, no one would really listen to an old gypsy woman from the county, like...
She wasn't an old gypsy, by the way. She was actually quite a famous mystic who had often got people's, you know, things right.
Well, there we go. They could have went to the press. Like, this, she's always right.
Yeah, well, still, you know, Paul the Octopus was always right. Does that mean, you know, oh God, everyone should bet on the World Cup?
Maybe.
Paul the Octopus, just because he got a few predictions right.
Well, why don't we ask Paul the Octopus a few questions?
Because
You know,
he's
like,
dead now.
oh,
You remember he
he
died
sadly
before the
passed
World
away.
Cup final. It was a sad occasion.
mysterious death just before the World Cup.
Those crafty FIFA.
Silly Paul the Octopus, he accidentally fell down the stairs.
He accidentally pushed himself down the
No.
stairs.
So yeah, that's what 2016 is going to hold. Pretty grim, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing is cyborgs or hoverboards. Basically,
I've never heard anyone call it a cyborg.
it's their official name. So
Is it
Yeah.
cyborg or cyborg?
cyborg, as
Alright.
in CYBOARD,
Alright.
or hoverboard. Basically, you stand on it, and lean forward and back, left, right. You know, the wheels will take you wherever. They're really.
That's basically like you ever see the how-to starter packs? Or it's like, that's basically the looking like an Aegis on the road starter pack. That's what that is.
No,
Yeah,
see,
but that kind of brought down my excitement a little because I was like, whoa, cyborgs? That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But like,
no,
it's just,
I'm sorry. It's basically a Segway without handles.
Yeah, like that's not
Yeah.
revolutionary. Why are we talking about this? Why is
Because
this even a topic?
It's became a thing where literally everyone out in LA has them. Like it's literally everyday life. Like walking will become a thing of the past. And I don't know if any of you
This
saw
isn't
this.
going to catch on. This isn't a thing that's
It
gonna
will catch on. I've seen so many people get them for Christmas.
yeah, but the thing.
Yeah, but you're not going to use it all the time. You're not.
Well, you're hardly
gonna-
just going to, you know, do circles in your kitchen with it.
That's basically it, though. That's what most people will do. And then they're like, well, I had my fun. No one's going to go out onto the road with them. No one's going to go down in Carberry, going up the side of the road, trying to, like, go along the side with, like, all the muck and all the tar all over the place.
Well, obviously, you're hardly going to get it like you climb stairs and stuff with it. It's only for certain places, you know?
Like where?
Dublin.
You can go around Dublin on a cyborg.
Well, if I don't, yeah.
You
I
would.
reckon so.
Well, like, the thing, I don't get why they're so popular.
Well,
Because they're basically just segways without handles.
they're more fun. Like, say you had a Segway, you could not just pick that up and carry it up the stairs. When, like, you are restricted with Segways, whereas this you're allowed to do anything. And I don't know if you saw, but there's a brilliant video of Mike Tyson trying to do it. And he has it, and he catches the side of his rug, and he just falls. But
This is the thing now, right? Every time you see a video of one of these cyborgs, it's just someone, like, it's not working
Falling.
and people fall over.
Yeah.
yeah, and
That's pretty
there's
much
a lot of
every
problem
video.
with them blowing up. But I can say, before we leave, the one thing that will be the same for 2016 will be Pat will remain loveless.
That's cold, man.
Yeah. So we're going
You
for
can
a
make it
break
in
now.
2017, buddy.
We are going for a break now. We will see you in a few.
Hardware Eden Dairy is the
How
longest serving
good
hardware
was
merchant
that?
in town. We have everything you need for
House
DIY
food,
and an
right?
We also cater for all the food
shit,
needs and we deliver straight to your door.
At the end,